Now, let's see how we can add data to our database table using our model. So, let's close these and let's go to our teachers controller. In here, let's create a new method. So, let's type public function and give it a name of add. To add data, you- we will create a variable and set it to new, and after that our model name. So in our case it will be teachers, then dollar sign item, and the column name that you want to add data to. So in our case it will be the name. You don't have to add data in the id because it's auto increment. We will just add data to them. Created add, updated add, both of them will be handled by Laravel itself. We will just add data to our name. So let's go back and in here let's type name is equal to, you will give him a value, for example tester or test name. Then finally once it's done we have to save our data. For that we will type dollar sign item dash save, and finally let's return something like added successfully. Now, to access this method, we have to create a route. So let's go to our web.php in here and create a new route. The type should be post, and in here we will say add dash teacher. Then we will say it's in a teachers controller. Go to teachers controller class and add method. Now let's go to our browser and let's hit this URL. So let's go here. Let's paste it, enter. Okay, method not allowed. The gate method is not supported. Okay, because the browser we cannot send a post request like this. So temporarily I will change this to gate. But remember when you are want to add a data or set you when you send data to the server, you should use post. For now, just for testing, we will use gate. Later we will change it back to gate. So let's go back, let's refresh. Okay, it's added successfully. Now let's go to our database and we got our test name. And as you guys can see in here, the id has been automatically incremented by 1, and Laravel automatically added created add and updated add as well. Now let's go and retrieve only this teacher. So to retrieve only a single record, let's see how we can do this. So let's go back to our teachers controller and in here let's create a new method. So let's type public function show. Now we need the id, so we will pass id here as a parameter. Then we will say dollar sign item is equal to teacher colon colon find or fail. Then we will pass the id. Then okay, sorry, teachers. Then after that we will just return our item. Now let's save, let's create a new route for this. So let's go here and in here let's type again gate show teacher, then teachers controller colon colon class and show method. And in here we also have to pass the id of the teacher as a parameter, URL parameter. So we will pass the id like this. Now let's save this. Let's go to our browser and see this URL. So let's show and pass the IDs. The ID of our teacher is 7. So let's type here 7, enter. Now I got my record in here with the ID, with the name, with the created add and update add. And if I change the ID to, for example, 6, enter, I will get this record. And if I change it to 8, which we don't have to in our database, it will fail. So enter 404 not found. Now let's see how we can update our records. So let's open our teachers controller again. Same thing with that we did with the show. In here we will do again with the update also. So we will create a new function with the name of update and we will pass the ID. Then in here again, same as teacher, we will say $sign item is equal to teachers colon find or fail and we will pass the ID. Then after that we will type $sign item dash name is equal to our new value that we want to change it with. So in here, for example, I will say updated teacher. And finally, to save our changes, we will say $sign item update. Now let's return something to the user. Let's say updated successfully. Save everything. Let's go and create a new route for this one also. So in here, let's type route. Remember that the type of this should be patch or post, because currently we are learning. I will just use gate, but in the coming videos we will use proper route methods for these. So for now, just gate for testing. Then let's type our URL update dash teacher and the ID of the teacher. Then our controller teachers controller class update method. Save. Let's go to this URL and change 8 to 7. Enter. Updated successfully. Now let's go to our database. Let's refresh. Our teacher has been updated. So this is how you can update your records and controller. Now let's delete our records. So let's create a new method to delete. Let's type public function delete. Remember that these names are up to you because we have not created a resource controller. We just created a normal controller. We can name them anything we want. So let's continue and send our ID. Then in here again, let's say item is equal to teachers find or fail $sign ID and $sign item delete. Then let's return deleted successfully. Now let's create a new route for this one also. So let's type route gate. Remember again, this is gate is just for the testing purposes. For delete, we have another method with the name of delete. So I'm just using gate to run it in the browser. So let's type our URL. So delete teacher and the teacher ID. Then we have to, in the second parameter, we have to pass an array which we will call our controller and the controller method. So in this case, delete. So let's save everything. Let's copy this from here and paste it inside our URL, browser URL. So enter. We got our message. Now let's go and check. Our record has been deleted. So this is how we can create a simple CRUD application in our Laravel project. This is just the basic part. In the future, we are going to make it more advanced. So, for this video, this is that much it. See you guys in that next video.